Hey Jenna, it's Kelly from Hamlin. It's nice to meet you in person, sort of. As promised, I'm following up to walk through getting you registered for fall term. I'm trying something new this fall as I'm working with students in the program and creating these individual advising videos. It's a little more personal and also just gives me a chance to talk through sort of where you're at with things. Just so you know, I'll be referring to the degree evaluation that I sent to you yesterday, the official one, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. So here we go. First of all, welcome again. We're really glad that you're joining our program. Once we get you registered for classes, which hopefully will happen the next couple days, you'll be receiving an email to your personal email account, the one I've been using, about the creation of a Hamlin email account. So that will be your username. So J Love and then some number, J Meier and then some number at hamlin.edu will be your email address, and your username will be jmeyer23 or whatever the number is. So look for that email once we get you registered. That will also be, that username is your login into Canvas, which is our learning management system. It's where all of your coursework will take place. Besides serving as your admissions counselor and getting you into the program, I also serve as the online navigator, which means I'm the main advisor for students in the program. And I'm here to answer your questions. I'll help you map out an academic plan that gets you to graduation. I'll help you register each term for classes and just making sure I point you in the right direction for academic and personal support. So if you're having any questions or concerns, please reach out to me and let me know. If you're having questions about a particular course, the first person you'll want to turn to is your instructor, of course, but I'm happy to be brought into those discussions as well, just so that I can sort of know what's going on with students in our program. So I want to talk a little bit about the Hamlin Plan. The degree evaluation, the Hamlin Plan column is in the middle, HP. And the Hamlin Plan, it's sort of how we do general education. It's sort of all of those things that make up the liberal arts. And it's not necessarily a set number of courses, but it's about competencies and skills that we think are important for all Hamlin graduates to have. And quite frankly, they're the same skills and competencies that employers are often looking for these days. So such things as being able to collaborate and to communicate with others, and critical thinking and problem solving. And then of course sort of the standard sort of liberal arts types of competencies around the fine arts and the natural sciences. So this lays out what Hamlin Plan letters we call. They represent the different skills or competencies, and a lot of those skills or competencies will be embedded in your psychology coursework, and then some of them are standalone ones, and you can sort of see what ones you're transferring in and then what you're going to have left to complete with us. So speaking of that, you are transferring in 60 credits. One of those courses is General Psych, which is a requirement for the course. And then you're also transferring in Psych 3450, Adult Development and Aging. And that came in as a substitute. The course you took, Developmental Psychology, is going to substitute for that Adult Development and Aging course. And that will be important when we talk about your courses in just a little bit. And then as far as the Hamlin Plan requirements, you have 6 left to complete with us. Because these aren't necessarily per course, a course can have multiple Hamlin Plan letters on it, but you have 6 to complete with us, and I've listed those out. And then since you're bringing in, you're going to have about 72 credits left to complete with us, or about 18 courses in order to get to that 128, which makes up the bachelor's degree. So I will always work with you to make sure you're signing up for courses that you need and that are moving you forward in your major and in Hamlin Plan and getting you to that 128. Because you're transferring in a lot of Hamlin Plan courses, which is great, there might be some terms or sessions where there aren't as many options for you. But again, I'll always make sure that you're taking courses you need and that you aren't paying for something that's not going to get you towards graduation. All right, let's get registered. Fall term starts in less than a week on next Tuesday, September 3rd. I've listed out the courses that we're offering. It's a 16-week term, which is divided into two 8-week sessions. So session 1 starts September 3rd and goes to October 25th, and then session 2 begins on October 28th and going to December 20th. As I looked at your degree evaluation and what you need and what we're offering, I have a couple options for you. One is a full-time option, which is a student taking 3 courses or 12 credits over the course of the term. Part-time is anything less than that. So, whether you go full-time or part-time, it sort of just depends on what kind of course loads you think you can handle. And we can talk about that. I think you were planning to go full-time or would like to go full-time. So if that's the case, then what I would recommend taking in session 1 are 2 courses: the transfer seminar, the TSEM 3010, which is required for any student coming into the program. It's a great first course. It's going to be a refresher back into the classroom, into academic writing especially, so for writing papers in the more academic style. And then also for session 1, along with the TSEM or the transfer seminar, taking adult development and aging. And that course will count as a psychology elective. Because you didn't transfer it in as a direct equivalent, you can take that course and count it as an elective. So that's what I would recommend doing. And then for session 2, I have you in Psychology 3980, which is Risk and Resilience. If you decide you just wanted to start with 2 courses for this first term, then I'd recommend taking the TSEM. Again, that's the required first course for all students. And then for session 2, taking Risk and Resilience. All right, a few things for you to think over. Take a look at that. Let me know if you have questions. I really would like to know, though, what you want to settle on for courses within the next day or 2 so that I can get you registered. We can get that Hamlin email account created, and then I can get you information about the textbooks you're going to need, and so that you can get those ordered and have those next week. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Again, welcome to the program, and I look forward to hearing back from you. Bye-bye, Jenna.